Hello and welcome to the Relatable Rides YouTube channel. This is going to be my first official video driving the 2023 GR86, or I should say my 2023 GR86. In today's video we're going to be talking about 5 things I love about my 2023 GR86. Starting off the list with number 1, I have to go ahead and go with handling. This car handles incredibly. For the price point, what you're getting is a car that genuinely takes corners like nothing else. While this may not be the fastest car you'll see out on the road, and if anyone tries to race you, you're definitely gonna fall behind very soon. This car is still definitely well worth it for just how well it takes a corner. No road stays straight forever, and knowing that as soon as you hit a corner is when this car shines, you can drive confidently. The temperature is a bit hot in here. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna just be clear from the start here. I haven't been on the track with this car yet. I just got it literally as it sits right now. It's at 674 miles on the odometer, and I genuinely have no idea how it will perform on the track. But what I can tell you from every day is the fact that this car grips so well around all the bends. In a lot of other cars, when you want to take a corner at speed, you have to kind of be conscious of how the car will handle that speed, and like if it's going to understeer, if it's going to slip out from underneath you. This car, you just turn the wheel and it goes, which is something that is genuinely really impressive, especially at this price point for something like this. I saw by a few cops right now. I don't know what the heck's going on. I think construction work. Yep, that's some construction work. It's fine. As long as I'm not going to get stopped for speeding, I'm happy. So that brings us to our second point as to why I love this car, and that's the styling. Now I know this might be a little bit controversial, but I really like how this car looks. Like genuinely, it's arguably, in my opinion, styled slightly better than the Supra. Well, that's not to say that the Supra looks bad. It is to say that the Supra, to me, feels like it's severely overstyled with a significant amount of vents and like extra design elements that are just inherently pointless. As it stands right now, all of the Supra's vents are completely fake. Non-functional vents that do absolutely nothing except for make the car look cooler, I guess. In any case, I prefer how the GR86 looks at the very least because all of its vents are functional and all the aero bits that act as styling in this car are still functional, which is something I can really appreciate as compared to the Supra. That's also to say that this car comes in really nice color options. I happen to have the Neptune Blue. It's a pretty nice color. I really have too strong of an opinion on it. I think it looks really good, but of course people are gonna say, oh, light blue, it's not my vibe. I'm rambling. You want a 2-door sports coupe so it can look good, so you can drive around knowing that you look cool, So now, before all of you get upset, I will say for this next point, this is only applicable really to the automatic transmission models. Manual transmission models do have this as an option, but the problem is it's not. It doesn't have the same capability or like adjustability. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with traffic. Right? Is this truck who like pulled out halfway into the intersection and then like backed up? I have no idea what's happening right now. So yeah, if you have the manual, you get the cooler transmission, but you do miss out on a few of the app control features, which is my third point. Being able to remotely lock and unlock your car, and specifically for the automatic transmission models, the remote start from the app with custom climate is such a game changer. It allows you to have the heat on and rolling actually get in your car, which can be very helpful on those chilly days, mornings where you're going for a fun drive out in the car. Which is really nice. So as soon as I hit the car, the interior's warm, the engine's warm, and I'm ready to just send it. So I've taken the non-preferable road and I've found myself in some traffic. So one thing I don't like about this car is when I'm driving in traffic. I'm just kidding. Actually, on that note, the automatic is really, really nice when you're just cruising around town, because the way they've tuned it when it's in like stock mode, right? When you're not in kind of sport or track mode, it shifts really smoothly. The like gas input is not at all jarring or like crazy, which makes it a really good GT car. Even though it's not entirely what it's meant to be, it does function quite well as one. That actually leads me to my next point, which is the transmission tuning. Again, this is specifically kind of leaning towards the automatic models. I can't really speak to the new models because I just don't have that car. I haven't driven one. I can't really speak on behalf of it. But what I can say is that if you get the auto, right, having the sport and track mode options for the transmission tuning is really, really nice. So as I was saying previously, with it being able to shift really, really smoothly and really, really nicely, the contrary of that is also true. It can shift really aggressively when you're in sport mode, or specifically sport track mode, but mainly sport mode, because sport mode, I believe, as far as my understanding is concerned, sport mode is the mode that changes the transmission tuning itself, and then track mode, I believe, just mainly disables traction control, or like limits it for track use. I'm actually going to quickly throw in sport track mode right here. Give me a taste of it. Okay. Significantly above the speed limit. I'm going to slow it down. Anyway, yeah, being able to actively adjust the transmission tuning on the fly is really, really nice. And I know this is not like a thing that's exclusive to this car. A lot of the cars have like track mode and sport mode and all that kind of stuff, but you know, it's still a nice thing to have, and I definitely appreciate having it. Now on to my last point, why I really like this car. So for its price point, or the MSRP, right, being like roughly 31,000, like roughly in that range, the fact that you get a digital gauge cluster display is incredible. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't cars you can get at roughly the same price point that have a screen in the gauge cluster. But what I will say is that in this car, the gauge cluster display functions incredibly well. You switch over to track mode, you get that whole the RPM gauge. Instead of being a loop, turns into just the lines that emphasize between 4 and 7,000 RPM, which obviously would be very helpful for when you're on the track, when you're basically going to be living in that RPM range. Additionally, being able to see your engine temp, your oil temp, and everything like that on the gauge cluster screen, right, and being able to actively switch between those is super duper helpful. And all that is not even beginning to bring about the fact that this screen just looks really cool in this car, right? Like being able to see the GR introductory screen and like leaving screen is so nice. It just looks super neat. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'm really hoping it's not too like dark in this interior right now, because when I started filming this, the sun was still out, and now the sun's basically gone. So hopefully you can still see me. That would be nice if you could. Actually, you know what? Now would be a very good time to wrap it up. So those have been the top 5 things that I love about my GR86. Now, I haven't had this car for that long, so albeit this list was a little bit rushed, and I haven't been able to experience everything this car offers yet. So if you're interested in purchasing a GR86, I hope this was helpful or informative in some way. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Sync, what? My notes are not syncing for this video, and that's really awkward, because I don't know what to talk about if my notes don't sync. I forgot water. Okay, looks like we're gonna do this video thirsty. Clips in. I may put this in at the end of the video. I have no idea yet. We'll see how this goes. If it's not long enough, we'll just tack it in there. If you know, you know.